Good morning, everyone. Dr. Victoria Scarbo here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center in Wareham, Massachusetts. Today is Friday, May 13th. Yes, Friday the 13th. How lucky. Actually, it's a pretty lucky day. The moon is in Libra, and so we do strive with the moon in Libra to agree, to come to compromise, to work with others, to work well with others, as it were. It's also, Libra is an archetype of justice. And, in the tarot, the Libra energy of Libra is connected to the Justice card. And so we know that at some level, whenever Libra is highlighted, there is some sort of justice or the opportunity for justice to happen. I was just listening to Democracy Now! And they were talking about I guess it's the Department of the Interior, looking at the situation with the Indian boarding schools and doing things to uncover what happened there and who needs to be held responsible. Reparations, and in a way, this is really about facing our past, and the less heroic past, the things that we have done to the natives and the genocide committed on them. So it is a review of what it is, where we've been, what we stand for, what we stood for, and perhaps where we want to go, in what direction. This is all nodal stuff, right? South Node in Scorpio, facing the shadow, North Node in Taurus, compensation to a certain extent, value, coming to a new sense of value for the people who should have been valued all along. So even though it seems like the world is falling apart sometimes, and even though it seems like we're not getting anywhere, we actually are. There's all these small victories. Ketanji Brown on the Supreme Court, even though we're fighting for our rights to our own bodies now, with the specter of Roe versus Wade being overturned, it is bringing up an awareness of how ridiculous and unfair it's been in the past, and how we need to move into a more in a direction aligned with what we know has happened and how we're going to move forward. There's a lot of forgiveness that has to happen here, but there also has to be a lot of standing up to what has happened. So we can see that there are, in very big ways, justice is being served, although that's not generally what doesn't get the news. But there are many, many things that indicate that progress is being made. And today, at the end of the day, the moon in Libra will make a supportive trine to Saturn. And what that does is it helps to bring structure. So we might actually see some interesting information on laws, either changing or maybe... I know that one of the things that we could add to this sort of Libra energy and coming into this eclipse and sort of opening all these cans of worms that obviously still need to be opened is that they sent those subpoenas to, 6 members of the sitting Congress to appear before the January 6th Commission. Of course, we don't know what's going to happen with that, but the action has been taken, and all those actions, whether they pan out the way we want them to or don't, are actions in the direction of justice. So we can feel that we can feel the stars working for us. And of course, this eclipse coming up on Sunday is sure to create some buzz, so to speak. Speaking of buzz, can't see it right now, but maybe a little bit later when I come out. Oh, those little black bugs are around again. Yeah, there you go, buzz. Oh, here we go. Oh, what is that down there? Oh, that's a bee. That is a carpenter bee, I think. I don't know if you can see him. He's pretty big, but Michael and I were walking around the yard yesterday, and the bees were just like plentiful and everywhere. And these purple flowers here, they're kind of a weed. You know, they get into all the beds, but we don't like to pull them out until the other flowers are open, so that they can. So there's something for the bees to eat, and the bees absolutely love them. We try to keep as much indigenous stuff as we can. You see, we have a nice little tulip here, but we can see that the Solomon seal, I think this is called, this old-fashioned plant, is starting to bloom, and this makes these little sort of like bell-like flowers. You can see them in the back there. They smell amazing, and the hummingbirds actually love them, and the bees, of course. Let me tell you about the birds and the bees and the flowers and the trees. Hello there, Chatty Magoo. It's one of our chatty birds. It's very, very chatty today, very noisy this morning. Everybody is, I guess, mating and building their nests and raising their children. It's a beautiful thing, and it's such a wonderful thing to see the green come back. The flowers come up. We do have some, here's an iris that's going to be blooming soon. Here and here, you see them coming up. And then over here, these little pink flowers are my dianthus. They tend to self-seed, self-spread. This plant was actually not planted here, but was planted up in the bed up there, but has made its way down, which is great because, you know, less work for me, less planting I have to do. And this is my lavender plant, which I think needs a haircut. I'm going to have Michael do that. He's really good at that stuff. And this is my sister Patty's favorite flower. So this is her little section here when that comes in. And it's all green with all the beautiful flowers. And the bees love that too. So that's what's going on in the garden today. That's what's going on in the sky today. Have a wonderful Friday the 13th. I think it's going to be good. Let's see. Friday the 13th is 18 and 6 is 24. So we have a 24/6 vibration today. That is the Queen of Wands. Sit on your throne and reign with great heart. All right, guys, have yourself a wonderful day. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Take care, everyone.